Cheers!
Welcome to Movie Bitches. RuPaul's Drag Race. No. RuPaul's Drag Race. All-Star 7. Episode 1 and 2. The
This
intro.
is the beginning.
Of the end. We're only doing two
boy.
episodes. We're doing a beginning of the season and an end of the season. I guess 3 because we did like a pre-beginning of the season with Lee. So you get 3 episodes. I'm sorry. It's all we can handle.
You're like a.
I'm laying it down. There's a line. You will not sweet talk us into doing more. I cannot handle it.
We're gonna do our general impressions of the beginning of the season.
Yes.
What we are looking forward to, what we hope doesn't happen, and then we'll catch back up with you at the end and see if we were right or wrong and how mad we are.
Yes, exactly. Very that. But first things first, shout out to our Patreon supporters. $5 a month gets you early access. $10 gets you access to our viewing parties. We will be doing them. We have posted some. They may or may not be perfectly on time, but we're going to do our best and it's going to be great.
We're doing our best.
Second, shout out to our wine sponsor, Wink. Go to trywink.com/moviebitches. You get $22 off your first month of wine. Yay. Or you get like 4 bottles for $29.95. I don't know. You know, one of those things. Sorry. My irreverence is really throwing you off this week. It's too much.
Usually I'm the one undermining it. Like, I don't know, it's something or another. Just sign up. Like us. Like
Just
and
subscribe and
share.
share.
I don't know, share.
Judy, Liza. Liza, we're gonna be late.
Liza, babe.
2, 3.
Baby, we're gonna miss the show. Don't make those little kiddos wait. We're gonna be late for class. So anyway, the first 2 episodes have dropped.
Yes.
They are pretty fucking fabulous.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say they are pretty fucking long.
They are also pretty fucking long. Too long.
Too long. The first
Too
one
long.
especially, way too long. But I do appreciate that at least the stuff that they jammed it packed with were the things that I liked.
Yes.
It was like Kiki backstage, that kind of stuff, creative things.
Yes.
Could have edited it down, but at least we got to see it, and so I don't want to complain too much. Don't get me wrong, but they are too long. All of these are too long.
The pacing is off. It's
off.
too long.
It's a little bloated, but they are very fabulous. The queens, this cast is great.
Oh my god, this cast is so great. I'm so excited. We find out who was under that hat.
Yes, it was in fact Raven.
It's Raven.
In dark mode.
Oh, Raven. You'll never,
Never learn.
learn.
Is that my ring? No. Is that yours? It is now, bitch. Oh, Raven, you never learn.
And I was fully on board for her to just join the cast.
But who would do Ru's makeup?
We'd have a
You'd have a
Project Runway situation.
Could you imagine the Legendary Legends season? Except RuPaul is looking like she's in Project Runway.
RuPaul sans her makeup artist. No, but I was just like, yeah, I'm fine with this. Yeah, on board. We all know that Raven won, so
Oh
it's
my
all,
God.
you know, I was like Mandela effect. Like, oh yeah, when Raven won season 2. Oh, what?
You know, it's funny. Like, I think I get a little bit more. I don't know about like when I look.
Oh, you don't like Raven as much.
I like Raven.
Or you have more.
I think that I think I have more problematic feelings about Raven than perhaps
Okay.
you do, and I think also looking back at it with an updated lens, I feel like perhaps we as a society were a little harsh on Tyra.
Oh, sure. I don't think Tyra deserves any hate or
No.
anything. I just personally.
Well, I mean, she does when she like sends in bomb threats. Like that's a little too much and crazy.
I mean, sure. Like, you know,
Like I mean, she doesn't deserve hate back,
don't send active hate to people online.
and don't send bomb threats to things.
Well,
All of it.
That goes without saying. I don't feel like I need to even like.
Apparently, someone did.
That doesn't need to be stated. All I'm saying is I really love Raven, and I agree. I think she like lost. You know, and of course Chad was great.
Right.
I love Raven. I really like someone with a strong personality.
Yes.
Who is just like, this is who the fuck I am. You can like it or you cannot like it.
Sure.
And I might not agree with her on everything, or I might feel a certain kind of way, but I really like people that are just like, this is who I am.
Yes. And she did win an Emmy, so
She's-
it is a winner's season.
It's a winner's season.
But anyway, no, she's not there.
She's not there, but we do find out that no one's going home.
Yes.
I mean, we kind
Confirmed.
of knew that, but no one's going home. It's going to be a points system. It's a little complicated, guys. It's a little
The
too
top
complicated.
two get the stupid pitches. I will say I'm already over Ru saying the Legendary Legends badge.
I don't like it.
I hate it.
Legendary Legends stars?
Stars.
Yeah.
Stars. And then they do that ding or whatever, and I'm just like, stop saying it. She says it 12 times I'm just like, stop. It's like the fucking Pork Chop Lounge. I don't want it.
A Legendary Legend star.
I don't care for it. But the badges is fun, sure. You know, you get a pin, you get a pin, you get a pin, you get a pin.
Right.
Or what's I don't get is that the winner of the lip sync gets 10 grand and they can block someone from being able to get a pin the next week.
Right. It just
With
is
a plunger,
weird...
the platinum plunger that's gold.
Well, I brought this up. A plunger is traditionally what you would use to unclog something or unstick something, let's say, right? So I don't know why you've been plunged.
It doesn't make any sense.
I don't love it. It was giving me some It Takes Two, you know, queen of the trash pile plunger. No.
I don't remember.
Just play the clip.
Great.
Hail Betty, queen of the scrap heap. Hail Betty.
The top two get stars, and whichever top four have the most stars by the end are the top four. But yes, if you get blocked, you can still win the episode but not get a star.
Right.
And the person blocking you doesn't necessarily know what the next challenge is, so there's no real strategy to...
Aside from pick the people that are the best and have the most stars.
Yeah, I don't love it.
I don't love it either because, like, I
It makes
just
you
don't
resent
want this.
people,
Exactly.
and now we're going back and forth, and they're all playing nice, and they're all taking it in stride, and no one's taking it super personally, but it's just a sort of like, it's just gonna breed resentment, and I'm not obsessed with it.
No, I don't need the drama of that. I don't need this, oh, are you up for alliances? Oh, whatever. Just have it so that the winner of the lip sync gets 2 stars. Great.
No,
or they get 2 points, whatever the fuck it is. I don't,
Right.
Cool. I also really do think that we had talked about with Lee the idea of like a point scale, right? I love that. Okay, the judges gave you 10 out of 10, Raja, for this King George look.
Oh.
Fuck yes.
Oh my God.
We'll get there. But
my
like, you know what I
God.
mean? Like, okay, cool. You get 10 points.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
I like that, by the end, it's like, okay, Raja, you've got 10,000 points. Jinx, you've got 14,000 points. You know, just like it's really ridiculous.
Because the whole thing too, like, okay, fine. The number of people with the top number of badges are in the top 4. First of all, they have to really think.
Stars.
Stars.
I'm sorry, it's not UK, it's stars.
Whatever.
I think it's devastating if you lose out on a week.
Yes.
I don't know if you can recover with how many episodes there are and how many queens there are. It's almost like...
I don't know if they're going to be able to do the top 4 queens because...
What if it ties?
There's going to be a lot of ties.
Yeah, right?
I have to imagine that it's not going to be like 4, 3, 2, 1 and then no one else had any. Like...
It seems weird. I'm sure they're going to figure it out in
And I don't think it'll really matter,
In
and they'll just be like,
production.
well, we had to pick somehow. I don't. It's
Right.
going to be a Lollapalooza lip sync off,
again,
and then
a finale lip sync off.
Sure, whatever.
I mean, if I can, all I want to see is Evie lip sync all the time.
Yep.
Jinx lip sync all the time.
All the time.
So I'm here for it.
Shay in the first episode really blew me away.
Shay's great. I mean, there is no booger, to quote Raja. Like, there is no booger.
BOOGERS. Boogers. There we go.
I will say I'm really enjoying seeing Raja and Jinx back. It's fun to have I wish they did a few more of the older season queens.
Yeah, I do.
Just because we haven't seen them in such a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's
like,
been a minute.
Yeah, it's like to see them with more resources, to see them with all of this stuff and how they've learned and grown over the past decade.
Yeah.
It's exciting and it's fun.
And it's really exciting because they're both killing it. So
Yes.
it's like, I'm even more excited
Yes.
for you.
Yes.
So yes, we're going to talk about some highlights of the season so far. First episode, they have to do verse to Legends.
Legends by RuPaul. I don't know. The song was really boring. I'm sorry. It was
Wait, did they sing the same? Was the song that Ru stood in one
different.
place and sang?
That was a different
one.
This is my new song. Here I'm gonna slowly. I mean, she did a decent amount.
She eventually then moved, but there was a lot of.
They were like, we're gonna have the camera jiggle and like jitter so that it makes it seem like she's moving more than she really is. You remember they did that? Like,
Star Trek.
Yeah, it was very that. No, that was a different song.
Great. Okay.
That somehow had more energy than the song that they had them do, where it was all just
Legendary.
we are legendary,
We are
we're
legends.
legendary.
And you, legendary you think you are. Legendary looks like leg and dairy.
Highlight highlights of the verses. Personally, I thought Jinx was by far my favorite. I thought she changed up, like she did a little rapping, a little singing.
Hello world, I'm Jinx Monsoon, here to make your stepson swoon.
She had a bunch of funny lines.
Super clever lyrics.
The rhymes were tight.
Yep.
Yes, I'm Jinx and I aim to please. If you don't believe me, check my knees.
I thought she was so good. And she even went into like a Nicki moment.
Rub a dub dub, get in my tub. Mommy's gonna scrub down all of these subs.
Little. Not as much as Shay, who really was just channeling Nicki Minaj.
There was a moment.
And I was living for it. Her lyrics not as like clever and fun, more generic.
Hot on fire, strutting down the runway, building my empire. You bet to win the energy.
Right.
But the performance, I was just like,
it was just like, I'm serving fierce energy.
yes, fierce Nicki energy.
Fierceness. I really like Jada's end. And I'm
Yeah.
saying
With a step from Mama Ru, even though I can't sing.
That's right.
things that stood out. I loved Evie's.
Freaky like Friday, I won the crown my way, and I'll make this next one with ease. Queen of the queerdos.
Saying I'm the queen of the queerdos.
Yes, I love
I was
that. I
like-
thought hers actually, in general, was excellent.
Oh yes. Had a lot of memorable
Maybe
moments. I really liked Evie's.
hers might have been my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
I love it.
Because I think the
It's hard to
performance
pick
was
and
there, the
choose.
lyrics were smart and memorable and clever.
Yeah.
You could hear it, like
Yeah.
Queerdos stuck, you know, it was like
ooh.
branding. Oh, I won, and I'm gonna make this one look easy.
I won
you know?
my way.
Yeah.
Like, it did stick out to me.
I think that was my favorite.
So those were sort of the, for us, the
Yeah.
standouts.
Yeah.
Everyone was great. No,
Yes.
like no one was terrible.
Well, I think that's what's fun about the format, about the way that it is, right? With all of the winners, you know that none of them are going to suck. And so, like, especially like Snatch
Ideally.
Game, ideally. Someone might have a not as successful week, right?
Yeah.
Snatch Game, not everyone was great. Some were amazing.
Right.
I
But
wouldn't
no
have
one
wa-
was a train wreck.
I wouldn't have wanted Evie to go home, even though maybe she was in the bottom.
Oh, I don't think she was the worst though.
Well, no, I don't know if she was, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's nice that no one's going home.
Most of the performance looks were perfectly fine.
Yeah, I thought
Nice.
Shay's was really fierce. You didn't love it for this
I
scenario,
didn't think
but
Shay's like stood out on a crowded stage amongst everybody.
Sure,
and
but she
then
looked
I
fierce
loved
and-
the hair, but it wasn't
Yes.
tall. So
No,
there
yeah.
was just it didn't like pop when it was a sea of everyone else.
Sure.
But I liked the look outside of that.
Sure.
Monet decided to dress up like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. I wasn't sure about that. I wasn't sure.
Raja's was like kind of neon. It didn't really work with her like deity verse to me.
She
but-
was like, I'm not cinching. Fuck you guys.
Well, apparently also some of the tea, because they changed for the lip syncs, right? Everyone seems to be changing. And
Oh,
apparently Trinity, I heard, was like, she was running out of outfits at the end. And was like, I didn't know that we were going to be changing
But she had a matching royal robe.
out of outfits at the end of the season.
Got it.
Because it was like, no one gets eliminated, and we have to have 12 outfits per episode. Like, apparently becomes a little bit more desperate at the end.
She is going to go into
But I noticed
bankruptcy.
at Snatch Game, a lot of them changed for the lip sync into their Snatch Game outfits.
Probably because they're running out of looks already.
Right, they're like, wait a second, if we're changing every time.
Like, I'm going to save this one.
Yeah. So, quick commercial break, and we'll be back with, a whole lot more. There's a fair amount more to talk about, so come back. So, category is, I'm crowning.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
I was surprised no one went
Like
pregnant.
pregnancy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking that Jinx maybe would have. Hers was great. Everyone else. Also, though, who knows what the actual prompt was? It probably was just crown or regal.
Queenly.
Yeah. Yeah. Clearly, it wasn't. I'm crowning because no one did anything related to birth, and I think someone would have.
You would think.
Evie, Jinx.
I would say Jinx would be the most.
Raja.
The most.
One of
likely.
those three, I would think.
Oh my God. Speaking of, so far, I think my favorite outfit so far,
Wow.
Raja's King, because it turned and I just went, yes! And it continued for a very long time. And I was just like, yes! Yes! It was like she hadn't skipped a beat. You know, she did her Marie Antoinette.
Yep.
And this
No,
was
totally.
an elevated.
Absolutely.
And so I was like, oh, I love that you're playing with this.
Yep.
I love that she's keeping the gray hair
Yes.
as sort of her signature thing. This fuck off wig and the old timey shoes, the volume of
Yep.
it. Somehow she makes everything fashion, even
Yes.
if it's a costume.
Yes.
I was so fucking obsessed with this.
So into this. I think it is absolutely unacceptable that they booted this on Fashion Photo Review, as well as her next week's look. The fact that they've given her 2 boots is unacceptable.
Are they trolling her?
Right? Maybe that's it. I don't even know.
What?
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 No, I absolutely love this. I personally thought that Shay's look was better in that it was...
It was very good.
Oh,
This-
it was...
this-
I thought Shay's look was maybe one of the most flawless, spectacular
very-
looks I've ever seen on the show.
This Nefertiti, Angela Bassett.
Yep.
Like, I like the combination of that sort of like play yarn as the fringe on the coat.
Yes.
Every little detail.
The
bracelets,
fabric, the earrings.
the prosthetic,
Yes.
huge ear gauges. I mean, it was fucking great.
Every detail was there. It was smart. It was referential. It was culturally important. I thought it was just absolutely.
It was very great.
Outstanding.
I loved it. The wig was. I mean, the hat, the wig,
the
wig,
headpiece,
the
whatever.
Headpiece.
Ugh.
I really also loved Evie's. This melted
The
crayon.
melted crayons.
I think there could have been a little, literally more to it.
Yes.
But the crown and the texture of how they got that feeling of waxy crayons,
Yeah.
I thought was just really fun, and it was so Evie.
Yes.
And I would like to acknowledge that.
Yes, absolutely. Honorable mention for sure. And Jinx, I thought was great. That was really beautiful.
It's like they're all great.
They're all great.
I mean, some of them are better than others.
Yeah.
But there was no boogers. Again, just gonna put it out there.
Yeah. I think if Evie had a better outfit, she probably would have been in the top.
Well, yeah, because I'm trying to think of what Monet's outfit was. I didn't love the color. Remember, it was like that tracksuit with like the hip
which was
beignets
really fun.
and the sort of like over the top Baps hair. I really, really liked it. I think had it been more obnoxious colors,
Yes.
I would have liked it even more.
It was kind of like pastel 80s, but also trans flag, and I didn't know if it was trying to tell me something or.
And I know because of the color of the outfit, I thought the high-heeled Timberlands could have been a white, and it would have been like, oh, bitch, you got white Timberlands? Oh my God.
Sure.
It was very good.
Yes.
Monet's bringing it
Yes.
in the fashion game
Yeah.
more than I had previously expected.
Yes, that's true. Well, I think we started to see it at the end of All Stars with her, right? She had, remember that her finale outfit was that fabulous printed, is just everything. And so
right,
we really
that's right.
started to see, it's just like all
She's
of that. And I'm like,
evolved
yes, bitch.
her fashion
Yeah,
a
yeah,
lot, and
yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Is it fashion?
It's fashion.
It's fashion. Stop it! I have something to say. Shut up! God, Bob, don't look at me. Okay, here we go. It's fashion. It's fashion, guys. Stop.
So, quick commercial break again, and we'll be back with episode 2.
Judy.
Judy. Oh my God.
So, yes, episode 2, we get the Snatch Game.
Yeah.
I was a little confused when...
Why they did 2 characters?
I ended up not minding it.
Sure.
But I was like, Ru announces they're going to have to do 2 characters for Snatch Game. And so I was like, okay, so are they going to have to like Chad Michaels mid transition to a new out
Or Bob the drag queen did Carol Channing and
someone else.
Whoop? No.
There was yes. I mean, yes. I don't.
Yeah.
The Carol
Clearly
Channing
was better.
was what I remember. She's better than all of us.
Well, I liked that Jinx was kind of said the main thing where it's like, well, now I don't have to choose, right?
And I'm oh boy, am I glad she didn't have to choose.
Oh, me too.
But I was genuinely like, oh, how are they gonna now they have to pick someone that
it was
they
basically
could.
just 2 games.
It was just 2 games. But I started to go, wait, she's doing Judy, so could she just do Judy and then do Liza?
Oh my God, that would have been great. Oh my God, that would have been great.
Because you just would have had to kind of change,
just a
not
little,
even really change the wig, honestly, just restyle the wig.
And more sequins,
just
and you're good.
Put on a sequin. You're good.
Put on a sequin shawl, and you're set.
A sequin shawl.
Shawl.
A shawl.
Yeah.
But yes,
love that.
Right? I was like, wait a minute, wait. And then she's could talk to herself almost.
Oh my God, yeah.
Liza, why are you acting like this? You get this way when you're hungry. I'll make you a Salisbury steak sandwich, Liza.
So we get double
snatch.
double snatch. I was gonna say double make gum. That's not what I was gonna say. Yes,
Double
so we
your
get
pleasure, double your fun, double snatched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. This was mostly really fucking great. Mostly.
Mostly.
We're going to talk about Jinx.
I think we're going to, obviously the highlight is Jinx, both Natasha and Judy.
I mean, I think for me, Natasha Lyonne was even better because it's not a standard impression,
Sure.
right? I thought Jinx's Judy was unclockably flawless, But I was having so much fun with Natasha. I was sad that she left.
I agree. The only thing that bummed me out about her Natasha was the wig. I wanted it to be like
it just needed to be a
dirtier
little,
and curlier.
A little
and
curlier. It was all right.
I mean, also I was bummed that
She kind of looked like Big Red.
A little bit.
I mean, I just about lost my mind when she was like, "Oh yeah, Ru, we were in that movie together, was it? Don't tell Mom the cheerleader's a lesbian." Yeah, I was just like, my 90s self just. I laughed for so long after that. I forget what happened.
Yeah.
I was just like, that is the best. Oh my God.
You know, we did that flick together.
That's right, we did.
Don't tell Mom the cheerleader's a lesbian.
Yes, exactly.
I quit smoking today.
Today.
It's not going well. I thought Monet's Mike Tyson was
really funny.
There was so much energy to it. It was so fun.
Yes.
It did, for me, slightly become one note of
fuck her
I'm
in the
gonna
ass.
fuck her in the ass. And
Yeah.
at a certain point, I was like, all right, this has gotten a little much.
I'm gonna fuck him all in the ass. Fuck him all in the ass.
I say you can fuck me in the ass.
Fuck you in the ass.
It's like a bad sign when, after Jinx's first Natasha Lyonne performance or whatever, every time they went to someone else, I was like, what did Natasha say to her?
Yeah.
Oh no, we skipped Natasha on this question. No. Where's Natasha then?
Yeah, I would love to see the outtakes.
I'm like, can I just have the whole thing? I want to see every frame of
all of Judy, all of Natasha.
Thank you.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
They should release those, actually. That would be very smart.
I thought they would for this. Because
Maybe we can bully them into it.
Yes. Tweet at them nicely.
That's did you see that some of us if we could bully them to fix Sonic, maybe we can bully them to fix She-Hulk.
Oh no.
Because did you see what it's
like? It's like the first, it was kind of like a Wolverine situation, right? It got released when it was unfinished VFX.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know that.
That's what I thought.
I thought there was a trailer.
Regardless, She-Hulk's gonna look dumb.
Well, she's very not
The character
hulky,
of
but
She-Hulk
sure.
is pretty much gonna look dumb unless it's a cartoon. Sorry. Hulk looks dumb.
Yes.
Just, what are we doing?
Sure. I thought it was interesting. There was a little bit more of a loosey-goosey on fictional characters. So Trinity plays the devil.
Right.
I'm the devil detective. Now, if she was just Lucifer, then I would have
I'm Lucifer Morningstar. She did make a Lucy joke.
She did, yeah. I'm Lucy with an I. She really reminded me, her character, hey girl, whatever. She reminded me.
Hey, yeah.
I thought I had sent it to you, but the tassel hat queen, obsessed.
Okay, I'm excited.
You will be very into.
I'm excited.
We will play a clip here.
During the plague, I bought a lot of hats in an attempt to make myself feel better. And it really did work. This one, you might be able to tell, I added some horns to it. That's separate. It doesn't come with the horns. And, I just felt like it needed it.
You know what I'll say on the record? Mm-hmm. Always here for a tassel.
You will be obsessed with this person.
I added these tassels to it, and our lives have never been the same.
Anyway, kind of reminded me of that.
Even in that really long Fez scene in Bye Bye Birdie, here for a tassel.
Yes.
It's too long. Here for a tassel.
I agree.
Well, I had different feelings about this. It was so absurd.
Yeah.
So over the top. These little lace gloves.
Yes.
Hey, girl!
She's dressed like Tim Curry in Legend, this big, devilly.
Yes.
I really thought it was funny, mainly because just the juxtaposition of it all. But it was basically her Leslie Jordan impression.
It was like, yes, queen, yes, you worked out on my lap.
But as the devil.
A little
bit. The same kind
that's
of
kind of true.
Super gay Southern voice.
Yeah, that's true.
Wasn't my impression of that. That was just something else.
Bitch, I wish he would pound me with his hammer. I would climb him like a tree. I would need a ladder.
By the time we got to Leslie Jordan, who I also thought was really funny, it was just it was kind of the same.
It was kind of yeah, that's true. It's kind of we already saw this.
Little samesies.
Yeah.
I think the best exchange with her devil character was all the stuff about Bianca Del Rio.
She is my protege.
Okay.
And when I retire, she will be taking over.
Oh, great. Yeah. Good to know.
Oh, well, she's my second in command.
Yeah.
She's going to take over for me because, not today, Satan, or whatever, all that stuff. It was funny.
Satan.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Loved Raja's madam.
Oh, yes.
I really did.
Oh, yeah. That was a highlight.
Visually, oh my God, I'm obsessed. Holy shit, every little detail.
I love the puppet things because her physicality was so great.
She really managed to...
Smart.
So smart. She really managed to, even though through all this crazy prosthetic, really still project a character and
My summer diamonds today.
You are?
Absolutely. Some are diamonds and some are not.
It was a little hard to hear her every once in a while, but I thought she nailed this and it was really funny and
really funny.
Again, sucker for a puppet.
Yes.
Give me tassels, puppets.
I thought, okay, like, yeah, Judy / Natasha, really.
It was really just Jinx, and then...
Both of Raja's.
Yeah.
And then also, like, I did kind of like Jada's prince was pretty great.
We have to talk about it. We have to talk about Prince, the prince of it all. I was obsessed with this.
Yeah.
This is a fun game.
The vibe.
Yeah. For
me, they said it was a bad impression, but it was so weird and you were so committed to that it worked. I kind of disagree. Prince is weird like that. Like, Prince speaks in statements. I'm just a man.
I'm sexy. I'm a man.
And this whole vibe of just like, I'm so like, I'm like, it's as if I'm looking in a mirror, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. She had such the vibe.
Yeah.
It was such a, just like,
it was such a vibe.
I'm exuding Prince.
Yes.
To me, that I was living for
I really
this,
enjoyed
honestly.
it. I did too.
Like, you could tell once she put that Prince outfit on, and even later when they all are watching the lip sync, it was the whole vibe.
Yeah.
I was obsessed with her Prince.
I really enjoyed it.
I really liked it.
I really enjoyed it. And I also really enjoyed Evie's Boogeyman, even though I was like, what the fuck is this? It was fun.
I really liked it, and I was here for it. I mean, it was like this boogeyman Don Cornelius, just like, hey, baby, like sexual soul brother, just like...
Very sexy.
I'm so fly, they call me the Boogeyman.
Very sexy. She was having so much more fun playing with the other characters and felt like, because I don't even know who her first person was. Like, I don't know. It was someone on TikTok, which is fine. I just don't know who that is. She was committed, but I didn't love it.
Yeah.
But the Boogeyman, I thought had its moments.
Yes, I agree. There were moments that really worked for me.
And then, and Raja's transformation to Diana Vreeland, I mean, it was like spooky level good.
Yes.
Like, I was taken aback.
Yes.
And she didn't have a ton to say, or they didn't give her a ton of screen time, but what she did say and the whole vibe of it, I was just like, I'm obsessed with this.
What inspires you now? Purple mittens.
It was spectacular. I thought this was amazing.
Loved it. Hasn't someone else tried to do her and it was bad?
I don't know. Or they might have done Andre Leon Talley maybe once.
That happened, but I think somebody did say they were going to at least do her and didn't, or they did her and it was bad. I can't remember. One of those things happened.
Prolapse. Cherry cordial.
Purple glow.
Oh my God. Well, what was it like? Prolapse. Cherry shrub or whatever. Cherry cordial. It just had me cackling.
It was good. It was
really
good.
great.
I was so happy to see Raja shine because I love her. So let's talk about the headliner.
Yeah.
Of the evening.
Judy.
Her opener was Natasha and the headliners. Oh my God, this was so fucking good.
Textbook just like example of how to fucking kill it.
Everything that came out of her mouth.
It's wonderful to be anywhere, really.
Yes.
You know, I've been dead for quite some time.
When Ru was...
It's a set, Ru.
Well, now, Judy, what is over the rainbow? Well, Ru, it's a set.
Well, it's a set, Ru. It's not real.
It's cardboard. It's movie magic. It's a set. That's what you're talking about.
Broom. I think I
when she
did
called
it
her
wrong.
broom, I lost my mind. Is that my camera? Yes.
Yeah, is that my camera?
Now that we're at the midway point, is that my camera?
But then she starts singing, and the chord that's just keep going. Oh, Ben Vereen, this is long, you know.
Oh, how long this chord? It's Ben Vereen, it's long.
And I love that she sang Ru songs
Of
because,
course.
you know, you got to get that in.
Brilliant.
You got to get that in. I can't believe they gave her a hot mic. I'm obsessed with this. I don't even want to like say anything. I just want to play the whole thing. Like it was that good.
Flawless, brilliant.
Oh my God, the Frank Sinatra joke.
Oh my.
You want to hear a filthy story?
Oh.
Ru.
Frank Sinatra's penis was so big, when I was doing a line of coke off of it, I had to stop halfway through to catch my breath.
I love that they just let her go. You know,
like, she's winning. It's fine.
Yep.
Just give it to her.
Oh, you want to tell us a story? Yes, we will. Please take the time. Loving it. You could tell they were all just cackling on stage. It was great.
There's a veteran named Dave who's been on your show.
I think I might have killed Judy Garland.
This might be my favorite thing of all time.
Yeah.
Snatch Snatch Game wise. Let's narrow it down a
Certainly
little bit.
that, yeah, there
Snatch
you
Game
go.
wise. Like, particularly with the double bill. Like,
Yes.
I was sad when Natasha was gone. Like, I was like, oh no. I'm so sad. Where'd she go? I want more. And then Judy was just like, and I will be held in court.
They changed it to drag queen.
No, this was fucking perfection. And I mean, they should have just been like, here's 2 badges for Natasha and for Judy.
That's what they were like, 1 for Jinx, 1 for Judy. She should have gotten 2, I swear. Anyway, so quick commercial break. We'll be back with the runway. Category is pleather pleasure. Or something like that. Pleasure pleather? Pleather pleather.
Leather principle.
Highlights.
Yes.
Monet.
Yeah.
I mean, holy fucking shit. This was literally Met Gala level.
Yeah.
Like, if she or anyone wore this to them, it would be like, oh my God, yes.
Yes.
Nailed it. I don't even care what the category is. Yes.
Nailed it. Muscular.
Muscular, molded. The brown was lovely. It was like a
Yes.
really good brown.
Yeah, it was a
And
beautiful, rich color.
The huge bow at the front. It
Yeah.
fit amazing.
Amazingly.
The wig was great with just the little, like, not quite a mullet, but just like that little,
Flippy.
you know, down in the back, the long hairs in the back. This was like fucking flawless.
Yeah.
I've complained about Monet's fashion in the past.
That's behind us.
I was like,
Yeah.
damn.
Very rude, because it was fabulous.
Yes.
But something about it reminded me of the cockroach alien in Men in Black.
Somehow I did expect her to have like extra little arms in there.
I don't know, like-
But at the Met Gala,
Yeah, at the Met Gala.
you know,
Yeah.
Vincent D'Onofrio. Vincent D'Onofrio shows up at the Met Gala in this. I mean, I'd be into it. I'd be into it. What can I say? I actually really liked Raja's too. The way she puts things together and just how everything hangs off. I mean, she's a fucking model.
Yeah.
But just like with the fascinator, with the kind of oversized coat, with the dress, with the real pussy outlook.
Yes, it was.
That
It was
great.
like, yeah.
It's like, okay, what's happening? The fishnets, but then with the laced up and the shoes.
It really told a story. I don't know exactly what story it was, but she does.
It was like, yeah, very that. You know, I first turned and I went, I don't know if I love this. And then the more I looked at it, I went, you know what? I haven't seen this.
No.
And this is telling me a whole thing.
Whole thing.
And it's not a reference directly. You know,
No.
it's not like it's this.
No.
And you can't quite pinpoint it. And she sold it. I mean, she said it's like the sort of glam rock, sort of David Bowie. Like it had
A lot going on, but it was interesting to look at, and I was
so
into
excited we get to see every single one of Raja's runways.
Yes.
Yes.
I can't believe that they booted this as well.
What?
Yes. They booted both of her looks. I don't understand.
That's right, you said that. I couldn't quite comprehend that because it's impossible.
The injustice.
I mean, I think last week's was better, but
Yes.
my God.
I know.
Who is on the panel?
I don't know. Okay. Oh, I think it was Violet Chachki. I think I saw like a
She
tweet
boots
where she's like,
everything.
I'm sorry.
She boots everything. Violet would have been a real asset to the season because she's a real bitch. I love it. Next up, mainly because, you know, I'm a 90s kid, but also the way she sold it. Jada in this Matrix,
Yeah.
Jada Pinkett Smith, 90s hackers.
Blade.
Very Blade. The way that she just stomped it, and it was so, like they said, I think, it wasn't expected from Jada, right?
Right, necessarily.
Necessarily. And I just thought it was just like, yes.
It was kind of funny.
It was just like, yes.
Yeah, it was an absolute yes. It really sang for me. I was so into it. And like she literally could walk on set to a movie and be just right in as a...
Blade 4?
Sure, whatever. I don't know, but I want to see her in something. Like, you know, her and Kate Blanchett. Yes, give me that.
Okay.
I don't know why,
Did
but
you
like...
mean Kate Beckinsale because
No, I
of
meant
Underworld?
Kate,
Okay.
I meant Kate Blanchett because
Okay.
she's gives me fierce villain energy.
Yeah.
And I want to see it.
Do I want to, you know, I'm not really like a fan of this because it's lazy, but like, do I want to see a female version of Blade where she's the lead? Yeah.
Sure.
I'd watch it.
Yeah. It was interesting that she did like this Blade Matrix and that Shay did like this Catwoman. Apparently it was pink. For me, it read white.
Oh, was it pink? It was totally white to me on the
She
screen.
said pink, but I think it was because of the lighting and all of the hot pink behind her.
Okay.
And it was a bummer. There was like purplish blue kind of details, and then or like slate blue maybe. And apparently it was like a blush pink. And I think if the lighting or whatever had been better, it might have just read a little bit more interesting. It felt very just white to me. It was the blue dress and black stripes or black dress and gold or
it's
whatever.
Gold and I don't, whatever it was. But I did, this like Catwoman, you know, graffiti. different take on it. I liked it.
That was a little bit, I guess they're both pretty referential.
Well, and in the back, I liked that it was like, meow.
Yeah.
That was silly and fun.
Yeah. But it's funny that they both did kind of like 90s villain or movie characters.
Was Batman Returns in the 90s?
Pretty sure.
Okay, Batman was 89, so it must have been. Yeah, early 90s.
What, that era-ish.
That reads more 80s to me just because, like, it was... But yes, you're right. It was just in my head.
Early 90s, fine, excuse me.
So yes, so far, I would say killing it.
Killing it. Great looks all around.
Great looks all around.
Oh, we didn't, I do want to kind of mention Evie Oddly's fabulous anime look and the hair, the
blow-up hair.
The headpiece was really fun.
That was quite fun.
So,
yeah.
Honorable mention. I thought Jinx's was really fun too.
They were all great.
They were all
it's
great.
It's hard to narrow down. We're just trying to pick
our highlights, and we have to be,
Yeah.
I like that it's like no bottoms. It's everything's great.
The Vivienne had like
the opposite of West Hollywood.
Just one top with all of West Hollywood?
The Vivienne had like a Demolition Man thing going on. I liked it, but the all red with the...
Oh, she looked like the...
Big Red?
Yeah, the Warner Brothers, like, I actually really like this.
Again,
I thought it was fierce.
at the Met Gala.
Yeah, at the Met Gala. Very that. Yeah. So we're excited. Join us for viewing parties.
Yes.
We'll be back for a season wrap-up with more highlights. I think there'll be a lot to highlight, to be honest. It's going to be tough, but we'll write them down. It's fun. I'm really excited.
Yes.
We'll see. Hopefully they don't fuck it up.
Cheers to these queens.
Yes. To Jinx.
So far, she's my pick.
Yeah.
But I love them all.
Love them all.